This is going to be a short series of videos where we're going to take this rather simplistic but very cool design and we're going to build it in Dreamweaver. There's a link below in the description to the demo files so you can follow along. Make sure to move all of your demo files into your local site or things probably won't work for you. To keep things simple, there are no floats in this design and the semantic tags are pretty straightforward. There's a header, a nav or navigation, a main, and a footer. Finally, there's a div that wraps around the whole design. Now, many may argue that the wrapper is not necessary. While not semantic and not really important, it will come in handy when we start doing JavaScript, so I tend to employ wrappers. So there we are. Go ahead and download the files and make sure you copy them to your local site. Feel free to pause or rewind this video as much as needed. Have fun and contact me if you need any help. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create a new HTML document. I'll right click over here on my sites window. I'll go ahead and give it a better file name and I'll open it up. First thing I want to do is give it a title because untitled document is not going to be good enough. Next thing I want to do is type in the placeholders for those tags. I know I'm going to have a header. I'm going to have a nav, a main content area, and a footer. Then I can go ahead and insert those tags, and that's just as simple as double-clicking each placeholder and then inserting the appropriate tag. For example, I'll double-click footer and then go up to insert and choose footer. Now for this particular design, I don't need to give any of these layout tags any classes or IDs. So this is really simple. I'm going to go ahead and just rip through these real fast. And then I'm going to put another tag that wraps around all of these, and this is going to be the tag that controls all of its children tags. So to do this, I'm going to go down here to my tag selector. I'm going to click on body, and then I'll insert a div that goes around everything. Now, this particular one in this demo gets an ID. It could be a class as well, but we traditionally do it as an ID. Also, we traditionally call it wrapper. You can call it pretty much anything that you like. Now I can start inserting some content. I'm going to go ahead and start putting some content in here. I'll start off with the company name. And then I can start putting in my navigation. And in our example, we had a home button, an about button, a contact button, a services button, and a news button. I go ahead and hook these buttons up to some pages. Even though the pages don't physically exist yet, I'll be okay as long as I remember my file naming rules and go with no spaces and all lowercase. And then finally, the home button doesn't go to home.html, but it goes to index.html. These next two pieces of text I already have on my clipboard. You can go and get some filler text from any of the text generators you can find on MicOnTap. So there's my main area, and this final bit is my footer. Next up, I got to put the company logo in and the hero image. I'll start off with the company logo. I'll go over here to my images. Here's the logo, and I'm going to drag it in front of company name and right in front of the C. I need to make sure to give this a good alternate text. Next, we'll place the hero image. I'll drag the hero image from the Files window, and I'm going to put it right in front of the H in my heading 1. Don't forget to give it a good alternate text. And I want to move my heading 1 down a line, just like that. Last thing to do before we can start putting some styles in this is the last little tidbits on markup is I need to put the appropriate markup around my header up here. This is going to be a header 1. That's Command 1 is the keyboard shortcut. I have another heading 1 here and another heading 2 here. That's Command 2. In the next video, we'll start putting some styles into our design.